We've all had that feeling. You walk into a test room and you're feeling this. And that's the worst ever. Let's talk about how you can reduce your stress on your test day. So my number one tip is to practice speaking to a camera. You're going to be talking to a device in the speaking section of the test. Now the speaking section can be the most nerve-wracking because everyone is speaking at the same time and you're all speaking out loud. It can be really easy to get distracted. At the beginning, just talk about anything. Talk about the weather or talk about what happened today. Make it a diary or talk about the weirdest thing that happened in your day. Record yourself and then watch it over if you want to, or don't. But make sure that the device is turned on and you feel a little bit of the pressure. After you have finished practicing that, practice a speaking round of the TOEFL ABOUT while speaking to a camera. This will help you because you can review your speaking section at the end and evaluate how well you did. Tip number 2, when you walk into that test room, remind yourself of all of the prep work that you've done up until now. You have done everything in your power to set yourself up for success, and that's a great thing. So just think about that while you're walking into that test. No stress, you've done the work. Now it is show time. Tip number 3, and this might come as a no-brainer, prepare everything that you need the night before. So put a little bag with like some granola bars, some snacks, your water bottle, maybe some earplugs. You can even put out the clothes that you're going to wear the next day so that when you wake up, there's nothing to think about. You just put on the clothes, get the bag, and you walk out that door. And if you are unable to put everything in your bag the night before because maybe you need your water bottle, to make sure that you don't forget it, write down a list the night before and check that list in the morning to make sure that everything that you wanted to put in that bag is in that bag. Tip number 4 is to arrive at the test location the day before. Now you know exactly where the test will be taken and you can arrive 15 minutes earlier and you know exactly how much time it takes to get there. Also, make sure to calculate that traffic hour that you practice with the day before is similar to the one that you will be taking on the test day. My last and final tip, number 5, is to follow your normal routine. So I usually recommend to not study a day before the test just because if you have been studying a long time before that, then you don't need it. But also just because you need a day to relax, right? A day to take to yourself and follow your normal routine. Don't do anything that you don't do, as crazy as it is. So if your routine is to stay up until 4 a.m. and you usually run on 3 hours of sleep, do it, right? If that's what you're used to. If you're not used to that, don't do that, right? Just don't change your routine for the test. I want you to be as comfortable as you can be during the test and while you're in that routine so that you can feel your best at the test. And as a conclusion, when there is less stress, there is a higher chance of success. Be as chill and as natural as you can be so that when you arrive to the test, it isn't a huge stress on your life. Also remember that a test is just a test and it does not reflect on your person. So your performance does not measure who you are as a person. If you enjoyed this video, I would invite you to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep seeing TOEFL content or videos on TOEFL. If you have any recommendations or anything that you would want me to speak on, please leave them down below and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.